Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. So, as some of you know, uh, my wife and kids and I all had COVID a couple weeks ago. The kids bounced right back. My wife and I, not so well. Still feeling the effects of it, but I am able to smoke a pipe again. So that's a good thing. There's a lot of giveaways going on right now. I didn't get a chance to jump in on a lot of them, but I tried. Congrats to a lot of you that are hosting these giveaways. But one that I had to get in on was from my buddy Zach, the Four-Eyed Piper. If you watch Zach's channel, you know that he came out last weekend and got to spend some time with our wives. Went to lunch, popped over to the cigar lounge, went over to Smokers Haven. It was a good time. It was just wish we could have spent more time together. It was a quick visit. So I wanted to do a VR for Zach and his giveaway. Zach, my buddy, congrats on the subs. I think what Zach wanted to know was what our goals are with the hobby. I think my one goal is to build up enough of a tobacco cellar so that I don't have to worry about running out. I'm really trying to age some tobaccos so I have what I consider my cellar, and I have promised myself that what stays in the cellar stays in there for at least 5 years. So I'm trying. We're getting there. I have plenty of tobaccos to get me through other jars and stuff that's open. So another goal of mine is to start collecting pipes from not only members of the YTPC, but also those the pipe makers that are on Instagram and Facebook. I've got a few I want to show you. One of the ones is this beauty right here. You may have seen this one before. This is a cherry wood, or a black cherry wood pipe that Carl, the Olivewood Piper, made for me. The wood came from a tree that fell in my backyard a couple of years ago, and I was able to harvest some. And Carl was kind enough to make me not only this pipe, but if you saw my previous video, he made me 3 pipes, 2 of which I gave away to close friends of mine who I actually got into this pipe smoking hobby. I asked Carl to send them to me unfinished, and I did the sandblast and the finish work on them. And this thing is awesome. It's a great smoker. I love the color contrast. I love the color of the stem. Carl also made me, and he actually made a pair of these. He made one for me and one for Ghost Cobb, a Morta poker. And check out that stem. That's awesome. Love the pipe. I love the look of it. I don't like the taste of Morta. I'm struggling. I know people have told me, well, coat the bowl. I've done that. Get a dozen smokes through it. It'll break in. It'll be fine. You won't taste it anymore. Morta to me tastes like wood that's been sitting in a bog for 5,000 years, and that's exactly what it is. So I'm trying. I've been every once in a while grabbing this pipe and throwing some Carter Hall through it, and hopefully we'll get there soon because I love this pipe. It's just an awesome shape. It's just kind of like a squashed poker, you know. So I got a couple other pipes here that I've commissioned guys to make for me. Not necessarily YTPC members. I know a couple of them watch the YTPC. They might be lurkers, but very active on Facebook and Instagram. First one is Frank Thunder. I know I've mentioned his pipes before. I've commissioned him to make 3 pipes so far. The first one, it was this little stubby Rhodesian. And actually, I think he got stiffed on a commission, and a buddy of mine was having him make a pipe for him, and he said, hey, you know anybody that might want a short stubby Rhodesian? So I actually got to pick the stem color, and I got to pick the, I told him I wanted a slight bend on it. I love this pipe, it's awesome. His work is so, he has such an eye for detail. And I don't think he's been making pipes that long. I think I've mentioned him before. Another pipe that I commissioned him to make, and this one was also a pair. I had him make one for me and my lieutenant, who I also got into pipe smoking. And I told him I wanted a kind of a blue line themed pipe. So this is a Devil Ants that he came up with, and it is a sitter. I don't want to move the camera, but it does sit. But look at that stem. I don't know if you can see it. That blue iridescent and black. It's just gorgeous. I love this pipe. My favorite pipe to smoke Stonehaven out of. For some reason, Stonehaven just smokes really well out of this. Frank also made me, and this was a Christmas present. I know some of you have seen this pipe already. But my wife actually surprised me at Christmas time, and this thing came in on Christmas Eve, just in the nick of time. She commissioned him to make me and if any of you are gun nuts, it's a revolver cylinder. It's got the blue line, thin blue line here. Again, the same kind of iridescent blue stem that my Devil Ants has. And yes, he's got the 357 casings in the bottom there. I love this pipe. I haven't even smoked it yet. I got it for Christmas. It is huge. This thing is a weapon. It's hefty. And I want to spend the time properly breaking it in. So now that the warm weather's here, I should have the time to do that. Another pipe that I had commissioned a while back, and I know I've showed this pipe before as well. Some of you know, if you've watched Zach's videos or any of my videos, Adam Kalintz over at the Smokers Haven, Western New York. He and his father, Brian, are both pipe makers, and they're literally 2 minutes around the corner from me. So I do stop in there quite a bit. I like to support local business and give them the business. But I wanted Adam to make me a poker, and I told him I wanted fat as a beer can. And he made me this semi-rusticated poker. It's a great smoker, man. It is awesome. Very deep, kind of a conical shaped bowl, very narrow bowl. It's a good Virginia smoker. I don't take it out as much as I should, but so yeah, that's some of the pipes that I have commissioned guys to make me, and I think my goal is to get some more of the pipe makers in the YTPC to make me some pipes. I've talked with Jay Mouton. He and I have had a little discussion about a pipe. Got to save my pennies, but we got an idea there. I would love a London Calling Simon pipe. I'd love to get a pipe from Eric at Sea Smoke Pipes. Garbage Man Piper, Mel. I want one of your pipes too. So one of these days we'll talk. I'll give you guys a call and we'll set something up. So I hope that answers your question, Zach. Congrats on the subs. One last thing I just wanted to show you. Early on in the COVID quarantine, I was feeling well, and I had a little time on my hands, so I actually made my first pipe. It's a little ridiculous. It's kind of a Lord of the Rings themed pipe, kind of a Bilbo Baggins pipe, but here she is. It's got its imperfections. It's not perfect. I had to secure the stem to the shank because my mortise and tenon work wasn't the greatest. However, it will pass a church warden's pipe cleaner all the way to the bowl. You can't see in there, but the draft hole matched up pretty damn near center. It's made out of olive wood. I believe that the stem is poplar, maybe. I'm gonna have to get me some of those. I'm not sure if it's Country Squire or who makes some of those Lord of the Rings blends, but I'll have to smoke some Hobbit's weed or something out of this. Just thought I'd share that. Like I said, not perfect, but hey, not bad for my first try either, right? Anyway, once again, Zach, thanks again for being such a good friend. I appreciate you, man. Congrats on the subs. Thank you to everybody in the YTPC. Your generosity is unbelievable. A lot of you that have my phone number have reached out to me when me and my family were sick, and we're getting better day by day. I still feel it, but getting there. At least again, I'm able to smoke a pipe. So I'm running on 11 minutes here. Zach, talk to you soon, buddy. Everybody else, stay in touch and be safe. Bye-bye.